What's going on, guys? Jeff Paris with the Vinyl Record Info channel. And we're going to talk some promo records today. If you guys watched my last video, I talked about my love for promo records. I love them. I can't stop collecting them. I love promo records. I really like the idea of like the first time somebody heard that record or heard that song or whatever may have came off of this like actual copy to a radio station. I just thoroughly enjoy the idea that I really like how they look. You know, there's lots of different types of promos, which I'll talk about here coming up. But you know, promo records are awesome. And I've said a million times, like I wish every single one of my records in my collection was the promo version. And yeah, you know, I just think they're really cool. So. Not all promos are created equal, however. There are a bunch of different kinds of promos. Not different kinds, but like, I mean, they're all sent to radio stations so that, you know, they can play the record and get people excited about that record coming out in the near future. Get some more radio play, and some more people would buy the record. But how different labels make or like present their promo records, they're different. So I'll show you a couple different variations of, you know, how you can tell a record is a promo, and just show you some cool records that are promos that I pulled out of my collection. Because like I said, I love collecting them. So first one is Faces. A nod is good as a wink to a blind horse is the full name. So this is Rod Stewart's band before he went solo, and it's awesome. I mean, you think, oh, Rod Stewart, is it going to be that good? I don't know. I know Rod Stewart. No, this is awesome blues rock before he went on his solo career to do, you know, the songs that Rod Stewart did. But Stay With Me on this record is one of my favorite rock and roll songs in general, ever. It's like, if you listen to Stay With Me and not roll down the windows in your car and just jam out, you're crazy. You're out of your mind. So, but anyways, these few I'm going to show you right now, these are called white label promos. So basically, when the first pressings of this that came out, the record label would put a completely white label on the record. So it looks like this. And usually they say something like promotional copy or promotion not for sale or something like this. But, otherwise this would just be the regular Warner Brothers label on here. But since it's a promo, it's all in white. All right, so this is Head Over Heels. And this is an incredible hard rock, early 70s hard rock band. Great album if you like early 70s hard rock sound. Great guitar work, you know, great blues rock. This is a original Japanese press, also a white label promo. So, and then it says right here, you know, that's like in Japanese a sample copy basically. So, you know, UK presses, Japanese presses, you know, they also use that white label promo format as well. It's not just US copies. So, and if you don't know this record, please go check them out too. Not a lot of people talk about it on YouTube, that I've seen a ton of anyway. But Head Over Heels is incredible. There's a track on here, Roadrunner. It's like, yeah, here, knock your socks off. It's really, really good. Columbia and Atlantic Records did this a lot, but they do the timing strip on the bottom. So this is a timing strip. And basically it just gives the radio DJ like a quick listing of all the tracks, how long they are, and it gives the DJ also a little bit of space to make little notes. Sometimes if you get a promo copy, the DJ will put little notes on here, like, you know, circle a track and say this is killer or you know, something like that. But I love these kind of promos. They're just cool to look at. And then also, you know, these time strips usually say something along the lines of, you know, promotional copy not for use, or, you know, not for sale, license for promotion only, sale is unlawful, something along those lines. And these could be white labels as well, they could be regular labels, just kind of depends, but you can always tell there's a promo if it has that timing strip on there. Here's another one. From Columbia Records. This is Robert Johnson, King of the Delta Blues Singer, Volume 2. Volume 1 originals of Robert Johnson are very rare and very expensive. But this is a Volume 2 with the Columbia Records radio station timing strip on there. Again, same stuff, track listings, how long the songs are, intro time. So if you want to drop the needle right when the song starts, on radio stations, they only have so long to get all these songs in. So, how long it takes to get into the actual music for the intro time, length of the cut, stuff like that. But, I also haven't seen too many of these Robert Johnson, King of the Delta Blues Singer Volume 2s with the promos, timing strip with the promo copy. So it's pretty cool that I was able to snag this one. I got it for a crazy good deal too. These are non-expensive records, but it's really, really, really good blues. And if you know Robert Johnson, this is, what he's kind of famous for as well is, if you ever hear the story of the blues singer that met the devil at a crossroads, basically, and he traded his soul for the ability to play guitar better than anybody else. So that kind of urban myth, that legend, is based on Robert Johnson, who's this guy. So, but killer blues, definitely check him out. And this is just a different kind of timing strip. It's kind of like a bigger one. And not only that, I'll get into this more later. I have more ones to show you, but this has the gold stamp promo as well as a timing strip, so you're getting the best of both worlds there. I like when labels do that. I want as many things on here as possible to let me know that this is a promo copy, because I like looking at it. I think it's cool, and yeah. So again, same kind of stuff on the timing strip as the rest of them. Excuse me. So now another kind of promo designator you'll see a lot is these yellow promo stickers. It says promotional DJ copy, and then on these yellow ones they'll always have this box here, and these are just suggested cuts to play. So out of this record, we recommend that you play these 3 songs off of it because we think that's gonna play the best on the radio. And then also, I wanted to point out that sometimes radio stations, when they get these copies, they'll put their own sticker on here, which I think is really good. So I got this record when I was in San Diego. So this is KRL-FM, The Sound of Magnificent. This is from Carlsbad, California. So that's just the radio station that this went to that played it. And I also like that because, a lot of the times when you get these promo copies, you don't know really where they came from, what audience was this, played for, what radio station did it go to, because these are just promo copies from the label, not from the actual radio station. So it's pretty cool when the radio stations put their own sticker on there. That way I know a little bit more about the history of it and where it went. Here's just another example of that. This is the Yes album, classic prog rock, but again, it's that yellow sticker, and then it's also a white label promo with that sample copy not for sale on it. So pretty cool stuff. I didn't say about this one, but this is a really cool Cactus record because half of this album was recorded live in Puerto Rico, and the other half was recorded in studio. So you get that live and studio kind of feeling on one record. I thought it was pretty cool that Cactus did that. I like Cactus a lot. So this one, I don't know what they call them. I mean, it's kind of like a firecracker promotional copy or something like that, but it's just that big red one. This is a pretty popular way to denote that it's a promotional copy as well. It's that big, pink or red sticker on here. I've also seen them where it's kind of like a white background as well on here instead of that, black or dark red. But, that's pretty cool too. Really stands out. And this is also a white label promo as well. Marshall Tucker Band, self-titled. Incredible record. If you haven't checked it, why am I saying that? You've definitely heard the Marshall Tucker Band before. But I like that promo. Sticker. It's pretty common. It's pretty cool. So this one is I wanted to show you one because this is the orange promo sticker, but also this is the first promo copy I ever got. So you can tell it's pretty beat up. This is not a great promo copy, but this is the first promo copy I ever got, so I kept it, and you know I like it. And I love Cactus. But yeah, so you get these orange stickers as well is also a super common way of denoting that it's a promo copy. Atlantic Records does this a lot. Atco Records did this a lot. This is also a white label promo. But yeah, I mean that orange sticker is a pretty common way to see. This is another one. This is Eagles Desperado, that orange promotional copy sticker. This is another orange one. This is Rolling Stones, Exile on Main Street. You know, this is a killer Rolling Stones record that not a lot of people give a lot of love to. I don't know why. It's so good, though, Exile on Main Street. Another cool thing about this one, too, is, you know, the radio station put a little stamp, you know, on the label. Because not everybody did, like, white labels for it. Sometimes this is just one of the first presses, and then they, you know, of those first presses, they just sent them out to radio stations and put the promo sticker on. But this is property of VOCC Radio, Cypress College. So Cypress College is a college in California. I also got this one in San Diego. But yeah, so basically, you know, a lot of colleges have their own radio stations, obviously. So they also got some promo copies as well. So this one is from Cypress College radio station. Okay, so I already kind of mentioned it, but we also have the gold stamp promo. So gold stamp promo, you can see it right here. And most of them just say demonstration not for sale. Again, doesn't have to be white label. Sometimes they just put, this is just a first press that the label, you know, this is from Epic. The Epic just, you know, put that stamp on there and sent them out to the radio station. So this is Queen, Greatest Hits. And if you look on the back here, right, it's kind of hard to see. It's on the writing, but that's a gold stamp promo there. They just put it over the Queen. But yeah, and then this one just happens to be also a white label promo as well. But and then, like I said before, like sometimes the promos, I really like when they put the radio station sticker on there. I love that. Just lets me know where it came from. So compliments of KGB FM 101. That's a California radio station, I believe. But yeah, this is Rush Power Windows. This is just a different kind of gold stamp promo. You know, the one I showed you before is kind of the more popular one, more common one. And then you have this kind of one too. It's kind of different, but Thin Lizzy, and also it's got like, you know, track listing and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. This is one of their live albums. So this one is, it's kind of, you know, not every label did it the same way. Obviously, there's a bunch of different ways. So not all of them use the standard sticker. So this one's kind of a different sticker. Just this like sample copy there, right? This is on cap. But, you know, it's still pretty cool. Still a promo album. But, you know, not all labels have the budget probably to go all out on their promo copy, so sometimes it's just a little sticker on the top there. So this record, this is Black Cat Bones Barbed Wire Sandwich. I've heard a lot of people talk about this record. Incredible blues rock, and man, look at that cover. If you're not picking up this record based on the cover alone, you got something wrong with you. But incredible early 70s blues rock, start to finish, awesome. A lot of good covers on this one. But, you know, it's kind of interesting too. This is a original US press and just a different kind of sticker on there. You know, promotion copy, not for resale on there. This is on PIP, PIP, and this is just a white label promo as well. A lot of people say the UK version of this, I think it's on Decca, is, you know, the one to have, but I love my US promo copy of this. You know, it's just It's incredible. Incredible record. I'll dive deep into that one probably in a later video. Also is the DJ mono copy sticker. So a lot of the times, you know, they'll put out the stereo version of it, and they'll do the DJ mono copy, you know. So sometimes the record is only out on mono for the promo issues, but they'll denote it, you know, with that different sticker right here, DJ copy, monaural. You know, again, just letting you know that it's a mono copy and a promotional copy. This one also happens to have the yellow kind that I talked about before. And it's a white label promo. But this is Freedom Through the Years. Again, awesome hard rock. That early 70s hard rock sound with killer guitar and everything. You know, this should be, Freedom Through this record and this band, Freedom, should be way more popular. It's so good. I mean, like I said in my last video about Armageddon and Beast as a psych band and everything, like, you know, this record should be worth way more. It's really good rock. It sounds like it should be expensive, but these aren't. They're not expensive at all. You can get a copy pretty easily for pretty cheap. Okay, and then you have promo copies that were made just for radio stations. Like, the whole album is made just to go out to radio stations. It's not going to be put out to the public in mass production. It's just for radio stations. So this is Rush, everything your listeners ever wanted to hear by Rush, but you were afraid to play. What an awesome title, in itself. But basically, this is really cool because it was made just for radio stations, and it's the only album with the cut versions of 2112. So 2112 is like 21 minutes long. It's a very long song. So radio stations, on the promo copy of 2112 I showed in my last video, which is right there. You know, when they sent those out, radio stations would just have to pick up the needle, basically. They would play the overture, the intro of the song, and typically Temple of Syrinx, which is just like the first two segments of 2112. But this one has the cut where it's just the overture and Temple of Syrinx. So you can just play the whole thing and not have to worry about picking it up. And this is the only, version that has that cut copy of 2112. So a lot of radio stations just use this kind, or this copy. So super cool. I really love this kind of stuff where it's literally just for radio stations. It never went out to the public. So I really like that kind of thing. Here's another one. I feel like somebody from the label knew what they were doing with this. This is a Who album, okay? Just for the record, this is a Who album. Somebody was probably funny, trying to be funny with those stickers. But, this is the Who. And again, this was made just for radio stations. It's from Warner Brothers. And they put the, this is excerpts out of the Who album Face Dancer. And it's just You Better You Bet in the quiet one. And it kind of, gives a little space for notes and stuff like that for the DJ to write on and to talk about the cuts, make little notes about it. But this is just a white label promo as well from Warner Brothers. But it's just a couple songs, right? It just has the couple songs they want the DJ to play, and and then hopefully people will go out and buy the whole LP. But sometimes they gave the radio stations the full LP as a promo copy. Sometimes they just gave them the cuts they wanted to play, and that was it. So that's that. Okay, so a separate side, right? Not necessarily a promo copy, but is a test press. So basically with test presses, when they first cut the record, right, they stamp them, they'll take very few select, some of them, and give them out to the band, the producers, some decision makers within the label. And a test press is just to make sure that everybody likes the cut, likes the mix, likes the mastering, whatever it is that they're looking for, but that just likes the record itself. And if they want to make little tweaks to the mix or something like that, then they'll go back and do it, and then send out another test press. But yeah, but these test presses typically don't even go out to radio stations. Sometimes if the test press is approved and everybody likes it, they'll use it as a promo copy and send it out. But a lot of the times it just goes to the band members, just goes to the producers, just goes to the decision makers on the label, and then that's it. So test presses are, for that reason, are very, very rare, but they're also very cool because, you know, it's before even really the first presses. You know, it's just to check it out. So this is a copy of REO Speedwagon, High Infidelity, and this is, you know, very cheap record, but I like REO Speedwagon a lot, even though I'm a huge fan of early 70s and late 60s psych, rock, prog, and everything. This is a little bit later than that. I still love REO Speedwagon. They're an awesome band. But yeah, it's got this is just a regular copy in the shrink with the hype sticker on there. But you can see that one of the songs on here is "Don't Let Him Go," which is a super popular REO Speedwagon song, and I also have the test press 45 single of it. So I'll just show you what it looks like. It's kind of cool. But yeah, that's what it looks like. Typically, test presses, they just have a very generic white label on here. Sometimes the label won't even have anything on at all. I'll show you that in a second. But it says test pressing on here by CBS Records. It shows that this was at the Santa Maria pressing plant. So basically, yeah, they would just, you know, this was just the single with that song, "Don't Let Him Go" on it, and they would give this out to the decision makers, have a listen. You know, like, oh, yeah, that cut sounds good. Go ahead and press it to the rest of the singles. So, you know, just something pretty cool that, you know, test presses are fun to have because they are so rare and, you know, a lot of cool history to them. But, yeah, but for that reason, I don't have a ton of them just because they are rare. And I just keep it with this record because that's where the song came from on the LP. And then I'll show you an LP test pressing as well, and this one is very, very, very cool. You know, and I'll show it to you here in a second. But this test pressing is one of my favorite records in my collection right now, and that is Dylan from Noble Records test press of Yezda Urfa. Now, Yezda Urfa, the original first presses of this, impossible. They're impossible to find. They hardly ever even go up for sale. And when they do go up for sale, thousands and thousands of dollars, you know, $2,500 and up, easy. But on Dylan Smith's record label that he has, he licensed this band and this record along with many, many others that I highly encourage you guys to go check out. I think his first ones are coming out in September, Underground Fire and things like that. But I love prog, so this was like right up my alley. And I was like, oh my gosh, I need that Yezda Urfa. So yeah, we worked out a deal, and he's using the Quality Record Pressings plant to do his labels records, which is also incredible. But yeah, so this is, I'll show it to you. This is and he went all out on these. I mean, these are pretty incredible. But you know, you got the Quality Records pressing, test pressing on there, Yezda Urfa, and like I was talking about before, most test pressings, you know, just have that blank, you know, label on there, and sometimes they'll write on there, you know, Yezda Urfa, or, you know, whatever. You'll say like Yezda Urfa Boris or something like that on there for test pressings, just to let you know like what it is, because other than that, there's typically no writing on them to like let you know what kind of test pressing it is, like what band and what songs and stuff like that. But yeah, he went all out on these. I mean, the quality on this is incredible. I mean, he's got his own Noble promotional copy, not for sale sticker up here. He's got the timing strip. Just basically everything that I love, he included it on the record, you know? Which, for a vinyl collector, it's, you know, that's exactly what you want, you know? If you're going to start your own record label and you're going to make test presses or promo copies, go all out. Why would you not go all out? So, incredible test press. Literally one of my favorite records in my collection right now. I played this, I don't know, 10 times when I got it in the mail. It's so good. It's incredible prog. Highly recommend. When this does come out on his label, get yourself a copy, please, because it's so good. Yeah, that'll do it. Those are promo copies. Hopefully you learned a little bit about the different kinds of promo copies, how to identify them. I definitely have more in my collection that I'll show you guys throughout the channel, but those are just a few, and I wanted a good wide array of different kind of promo copies. So thanks for watching. Please, I cannot stress to you this enough. Click the little thumbs up thing, because that helps me get noticed on YouTube. Subscribe, and just tell your friends. Just tell your friends, like, hey, go check out Vinyl Record Info on YouTube. Really trying to get this thing going off the ground, and need you guys' support to do that. And everybody's been very supportive and great on the channel. So thanks, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.